But first, let's talk about elections, because there's been a couple in Europe. Both the French and the English went to the polls with some interesting results in both instances. We'll talk first about the French election, where right-wing National Rally were expected to do very well after leading at the first round, but on the weekend, it was the left's New Popular Front that won the most seats, despite the Conservatives winning more votes. Now, we'll talk about what all of that means in a moment, but first we've got to go to a few of our lefty friends in France. Here's one French lefty explaining just how happy they are to have won more seats.
Vous avez perdu, vous avez perdu. On est trop fort à gauche, on a l'amour, on a la fête, on a la joie. Vous avez la haine, on est trop fort, on est trop fort.
And of course, here's his French colleagues celebrating love and joy.
Restez en France! Nous les boudous, nous restons ici! On reste ici! Voilà, on va rester là, les gars!
That, of course, was a number of immigrants who also voted in the polls, helping the left-leaning parties to the most seats. But this is how they displayed their joy at winning. So, Liz, I know you'll help us unpack the results in a moment, but first, what is it with lefties? When they lose, they riot, and when they win, they riot.
That's just how they celebrate. They're really happy. What's wrong with that? I mean, the French elections were rigged. Pure and simple. When you look at the lead Le Pen's party had, and we already knew that they'd done very well, because last month in the EU elections, remember this map. The only department Le Pen's National Rally lost in the European Union elections just last month, the only one they lost was Paris. The blue there is every single seat that said we reject immigration and the Islamification of our country. We want to take France back. That was, of course, what triggered the French president saying, oh, hang on a minute, let's just go to a snap election, because obviously people aren't supporting me. I'm not getting the people's vote here. That's why we had this snap election. But remember, France has their elections a week apart, 2 of them. If you get over 50% in a seat, it's game over, Red Rover, and that seat is spoken for. In the seats that doesn't happen, anyone who gets over 12.5 is still in the running for the next round. So what did Macron's party and their cronies do? They withdrew over 200 of their own candidates because they didn't want to split the lefty vote, or basically any vote that would go to anyone but Le Pen's party. They didn't want to split that vote. So in the week between those 2 elections, they withdrew over 200 candidates, solidifying the vote, and that's how they managed to win. I mean, look, she still came third.
It's a pretty effective tactic, though, isn't it? It worked.
That is Joe Bioki-Peterson level gerrymandering.
No, it's just saying we know this is not an election that a centrist party can win, so we're just going to pull out and let the hard right and the hard left slog it out, and the hard left ragtag bunch that they are, and I do not like these people any more than you do.
They knew they wouldn't win otherwise.
That's right, and so they chose the path that denied Le Pen power.